If you're visiting Kuala Lumpur for the first time, this video is for you. We have been here 2 times already, and this time we've been here for a whole month. So we visited basically everything there is to see, and we put together in here all of the things that are really worth your time. We're gonna cover all of our favorite places, which is a mix of the main attractions like this one obviously, and also some more local things to do. The first attraction obviously needs to be the Petronas Tower, which is the symbol of Kuala Lumpur. The Petronas Tower, when they were built, they were actually the tallest building in the world, which they're not anymore, but they're still the tallest twin towers in the world. When they were designed, the process actually took so long that by the time that they had to be built, they kind of had to do it in a rush. So each tower was assigned to a separate company. So they were basically built separately, and then the bridge that you can see between them was added afterwards. So the bridge is not part of one or the other tower. To check it out, the best thing to do is come into the surroundings of the towers. Right now, for example, we are in the KLCC Park, which is this big green area right in front of it, and it's honestly really nice. It has amazing views, but it's also have a lot of shadows, so to come during the day is amazing. And you also can check it out from inside. There's a tour basically. To do this tour, you need to buy a ticket. You can buy it on the spot or you can buy it online up front. The main difference is that if you want a specific time, you should definitely buy it online. The tour itself is pretty standard. It's a guided tour. They take you to a few different levels on the tower. You don't actually go out on your own, but you have enough time in each of the viewing points. So honestly, we found that it was pretty good. But the one thing that we highly recommend is to do the tour during sunset time, because then you can see the city during the day and also during the night, and you get like the best view for sunset. But if you want to do that, make sure to buy it in advance online. We actually, when we first visited Kuala Lumpur, we tried getting the tickets on the spot twice in 2 days in a row, and obviously they were sold out. Everyone wants to go on the sunset, so make sure you buy it online. Besides the tower, this whole complex, there's a lot of things to do. The tower itself, underneath, a lot of people don't know, but there's a massive shopping center. It's kind of a luxury one with honestly all of the brands that I can think of. And in front of it, there is the KLCC Park, which has even a running area. I mean, right now we're here in the afternoon and I see a lot of people running and exercising, which is very nice. And yeah, a lot of restaurants and rooftop bars. So this area is quite a lot of movement. So it's worth it to spend some time here.
Here we are at the Batu Caves. We are in front of the main entrance. Batu Caves are actually a limestone cave that formed 400 million years ago, and they are formed of more than 20 different caves. Batu Caves started getting popular in late 1800s when Tamil Hindu people built the first Hindu temple around here. The first temple was dedicated to Lord Murugan, whose statue we can see behind me. This is the largest statue in Malaysia, and this is the second largest statue of Lord Murugan in the world. We have 272 colorful stairs to climb, so this is going to be a challenge. Let's go.
Oh, and a bunch of monkeys. Well, and a lot of monkeys around.
When you're visiting Bukit Bintang, don't miss out on these street art alleys. You're actually walking in the back of Jalan Alor, where you can see their kitchens and their storage rooms and everything, but they actually decided to make it prettier and paint the murals on the walls, on the floor, and it really looks pretty amazing. So don't miss out on this. This is Jalan Alor Street, one of the most popular streets here in Kuala Lumpur. What you see behind me is how the street looks like during the day. It's actually a regular street, cars are passing by and nothing really happens. But in the night, this turns to the real food market. All of these little tables that are getting ready right now become filled with people that are enjoying locals cooking. Many of the locals would tell you that this is overly touristic and overpriced. I might agree with that, but if you're visiting Kuala Lumpur for the first time, or if you really don't have much time, I think this is the best night market to visit, because it's in Bukit Bintang, it's close to the bars, it's close to all of the happenings in the evening, so actually it makes a lot of sense to come here. And it also opens every night. If you have more time in Kuala Lumpur, don't forget to Google out other food markets that are happening around the city. but they are not happening every night. They are happening in specific place on specific nights, so you need to take care of that, so you're not going there for nothing. One of my favorite things to do here in Chinatown is just come here to Petaling Street and just walk around, absorb all of this chaos. Like, there's a lot of different food stalls, people selling bags, people selling shirts, people selling, imagine it, you will find it here 100%. And yeah, like, just come here. One tip though, do not just focus on the stalls, but pay attention also for the things that are behind them. They have a lot of different stores and also food markets tucked in behind these street vendors. So that's something that's definitely worth paying attention to. And I can say that one of the food courts here in Petaling Street was the best food we had here in Malaysia. So definitely pay attention to that. One thing to do if you're wandering around the Chinatown here in Kuala Lumpur is definitely to visit Tang City Food Court. We did it the first time we were here and we came back today again. And you have so many different cuisines, from Myanmar foods to Thai foods to some, I don't know, you have Hong Kong restaurants, you have some bao buns and so on. I remember it, we had our lunch here, we stumbled here randomly and we loved it. It was so good. If I look around, it looks like we are the only tourists here. Everybody else looks very much local, so I guess we really found a local spot to be, and our food just arrived, so I'm very excited to go for it.
We are now at the oldest Taoist temple in Kuala Lumpur, and this one is quite a special one. I'm not even going to dare to say the name because I'm definitely going to pronounce it wrong, but it's really tucked in very close to Chinatown, so you need to keep an eye because from outside you barely see it. We enter it from the garage, and then when you go in, honestly, it's really, really beautiful temple. It's small, but it's very impressive with all the decorations and the little statues and everything. And we are here almost at closing time. It's around 4 and the light is coming in, so it really looks incredible. It's definitely worth it. The entrance is free, so you can come along. And for us as Europeans, this is actually very interesting. I remember the first time we were here last year, and when we came in, there's actually people selling different things. So we see them selling, for example, the sticks, so the incense sticks, and probably other things as well, which is such a different thing for us that usually you don't see that in churches, for example, or in other religious places that we have in Europe. So it's really, really cool experience, and I definitely recommend checking it out. Within like 15 minutes, you can check everything, so it's a fast stop, but definitely worth it. We are now at the Sri Mahamariamman Temple, which is also very close to Chinatown, and it's considered the oldest and richest Hindu temple here in Kuala Lumpur. This temple is free to enter. You need to leave the shoes in the entrance, and then you pay 20 cents to just leave your shoes safely in the spot. But otherwise, it's free, and it's really nice. It's so colorful and beautiful. The details are really, really impressive, not just inside the temple, but also in the entrance. The statues, like, they're really, really, really impressive. And another really special thing about this temple is that one of the biggest holidays in Hinduism is the Thaipusam, and it's celebrated like really, really big here in Kuala Lumpur. Batu Caves is one of the main sites for it, but during this holiday, apparently, they walk all the way from this temple until the Batu Caves, and it starts really in the early morning. And even for people who are not from this religion, it's also an event that attracts a lot of people just curious to see how it works. Next year is going to be in February. We're not going to be here, but that's something we would really love to see. So if you're here in that time of the year, I think it's worth checking it out. We are now at the Central Market here in Kuala Lumpur, and this place is actually a great place if you're looking to buy souvenirs, because it's a big hall, first of all, with air conditioning, which is very useful, and they actually have quite different things. I remember the first time we were here in Kuala Lumpur and we were seeing the same things everywhere. And here they have a few different artisanal shops, so selling a bit different kinds of things. So it's a great place for that. And they also have a food market, which is right behind me, which is also a great chance to try different foods, because inside they have different stalls. And again, it's in the AC. You also have stalls outside, but this is a little bit of a place that you can try different things and still cool off from the heat outside, and yeah, it's pretty great and it's a nice vibe, honestly.
We are here at Merdeka Square, one of the most important squares for Malaysia. This is where in 1957 Malaysia pronounced their independence from the British. They did that by lowering down the British flag from the flagpole here on my side and rising up the Malaysian flag for the first time. Behind me under construction you can see Sultan Abdul Samad building, which was used as a British colonial official building, and right now it hosts Ministry of Information of Malaysia. It's under construction, but I will show you the pictures from the last time we were here and you can see how beautiful it looks. One thing that caught our eye since we are coming from Europe is how European these buildings look like. And that's because they were built under British rule, and it's one of the rare places in Kuala Lumpur where you can observe European architecture. If you are planning a trip to Malaysia, we can help you out. In the description below, you will find a link to our map where we marked over 150 spots that you should visit in the country. By getting our map, you will support our work and also make your planning much easier. Right now we are at Thean Hou Temple in Kuala Lumpur, a temple dedicated to goddess of the sea, Mazu, and it's one of the biggest Buddhist temples. Last time we were in Kuala Lumpur, we did not manage to visit it, but this time we decided we must because everybody was speaking about this temple, and I think it's really worth it to do it. The temple is located close to KL Central, close to Little India. The access is not the best because it's really steep hill to get up here. You need like 20 minutes to walk up, and that's why we take a Grab to make that part a little bit easier for us. So however you decide to come here, just do come here because the temple is really beautiful, really colorful, a lot of little details, and yeah, you won't regret it. Welcome to Little India. We are right here in Brickfields, and this is area that's known for very loud music, a lot of stores, stalls, people selling different things, different amazing restaurants. Today it's a little bit more calm because we came a day after they were celebrating Diwali, so we are assuming that's the reason why everything is a bit calmer, it's a bit slower, not so many people around here. But if you are around the area, this is something that you should visit, mostly, well, if you're following along our journey because of the food. Kuala Lumpur has a bunch of different night markets. The most popular, of course, being Jalan Alor, which happens every night in Bukit Bintang. The others usually happen only one night a week. And today it's Wednesday, we are at Taman Connaught, if I pronounced it correctly. If not, I really apologize. And this market is supposed to be the biggest one there is. I read online that it's supposed to run for like 2 kilometers, and we arrived here like 20 minutes after they opened, and it's packed with people already. It's really easily accessible by the bus. We took Grab from our place, and yeah, I'm super excited to jump in, to try the food here. Note that they're not only selling food, obviously it's a market, so they are selling all kinds of stuff from clothes to accessories. So if you're interested in that, this is also a good place for it. But yeah, I'm here for food, so let's go in. And the food did not disappoint. Well, at least most of it anyway. We tried so many different things. Sausage on a stick, fried crabs, buns filled with beef, oyster omelette, couple of different sweets, and all of that for just 18 euros. By the way, that's the price of 2 small beers on Changat Street in Bukit Bintang.
Kuala Lumpur is also beautiful at night. So here are 2 tips on how to see it. The first is walk a couple of minutes from the Petronas Towers to Saloma Link. This is a pedestrian bridge that gets lit up with the colorful lights at night, and it has an amazing view of the towers. The second tip is to book yourself a table in one of the many rooftop bars to enjoy a sunset and admire the city from a bird-eye view. This one you see in the video is called Helipad, and it's located on the 34th floor of a building, so you have the view of the entire city. This is the perfect way to end the day in Kuala Lumpur. Well, we gave you all of this tip, but to be honest, the one thing we really recommend was not included, which is to just walk around and take in the city. The city changes so much. We were here 1 year ago and we already see differences in places and new murals or new restaurants popping up. So really just walk around, take it all in, and really observe the places and make plans as you go, because I'm sure you will find spots as you're just walking around and discovering things on your own. So that's it for this video. If you like it, make sure to like and subscribe. We are posting one video every week, so tune in next Sunday for the next one. Bye!